Barry and the committee organizing this. Well done. First one in Joburg. It's a really good thing for everybody involved in this industry. Just something about myself. Yeah, that's me. I'm as Afrikaans as they come. If you look at my weaknesses, when I do a SWOT analysis myself, there's three main things, which is the top of the 67 others, which is I have to speak English, but I'm Afrikaans, so forgive me. And the second one is I am not as creative as the previous people on my slide decks. I know it's quite boring. And the third thing is that I'm not very good in keeping to deadlines. So they gave me 45 minutes, but please put up your little thing saying I need to finish now. Okay. So yeah, as Reiter mentioned, I'm a director and co-founder of Kazania and Kazania Academies, and we are now known as the EOH Kazania Academies, which means we were actually bought out, purchased by EOH last year, and we're now targeting all their clients to help them innovate faster. Okay. I come from a development background. I come from a creative background, although this suck creatively. I always had other people doing creative stuff for me. It's just good at managing them and good at convincing people to pay us. But that's about it. Now I come from a project management background as well. I'm certified in the waterfall enemy side of the world and also the agile side of the world. As an organization, Kazania, two parts to our name. Kaizen, as you all know, continuous improvement. Second part of our name, old Roman Arabic word for Southern Africa. So we literally stand as organizations for continuous improvement in Southern Africa. We do not apply our trade coming directly from the Scrum or Kanban or whatever level. We actually come from a lean level, which is helping organizations to be lean. And yes, lean is not an acronym, it's the opposite of lean, it's lean. How do you actually respond to constant change? By being lean. And Agile is all part of that. Okay, that's more than enough about me. So, why change? A lot of organizations, I'm going to talk on an organizational level, not on a team level, not on a Scrum level, not on a Kanban level, not on a testing level. I'm specializing in organizations to change organizations in order to survive this world we're in. Okay. And most organizations do not understand yet they have to change. There's a need for change, which is usually presented as a symptom in your IT departments. Right? People struggling to get stuff done. And even when it's done, we made the deadline with 100 known bugs. That's fantastic. It's called product development, right? So the reputational damage out there is humongous. We make deadlines with really crappy products. We make deadlines wasting a huge amount of money getting them. And that is why organizations need to come to the party. Not development teams, not IT managers, not dev managers, organizations. Just by a show of hands, who is here from the business side, representing the business side? Not IT, business. Yippee-ki-yay, we're going to be fantastically agile. Yes. Now, that's what I want to talk about for the next 30 minutes. So why change? Purely because the rate of change is exponentially increasing day by day currently. The past 100, how many years from when we started, nothing happened. Nothing happened. The rate of change was very slow. Model T Ford, how many years? Same car, you can have any Model T Ford as long as it's black. How many years? Same model, same everything. How many years were produced? 22 years. Nothing changed. If something changed, it was a massive change. Revolutions it was called. But nothing changed fast. And then the people working in those factories were able to send their children to school and university, and suddenly knowledge, we changed from factory workers into knowledge workers, and suddenly all hell broke loose because people understood a lot more things. And then the rate of change went up. Okay. So now we're inventing stuff fast. Right. And we're changing societies, we're changing we're changing organizations, products, every single day. The best thing you can, the only question businesses usually do not argue with me about is, whatever we know today may be wrong tomorrow. So let's keep writing 3-month specs. By the time we're done, the technology changed. Now we have to rewrite the specs. It's all over the place. The waste people produce because of this misunderstanding of the rate of change. The rate of change. You know, Moore's law. Who's familiar with Moore's law? Moore's law. You know how technology is actually increasing the speed of change. It is amazing. Whatever we know now will not be even true maybe in the next half an hour. And that's scary. That's scary. I mean, if you look at the whole idea of computer chips, how long did they have to hold back the Intel 4, the Pentium 4 chip? It was invented, they couldn't release it to market. Because the market was not ready for it. Yes, we, people, was not ready for the speed it produced. They had to hold it back for 5 years. We were not ready, society was not ready for it. Things move fast. Organizations need to actually understand them. And okay, once you get them to understand that that's what it's about, you have to change. If you are not constantly changing, things will really go bad for you. And then they start to understand, okay, so we need to innovate in order to change. So what the hell does innovation mean? Not a lot of people get this right. So why innovate? Why is innovation so important? Because of people like these. Simple as that. What did this guy do? He just intermediated everything. You don't buy newspapers on the corners anymore. We download it onto our iPads or whatever device you use. He changed society, not just him, other people as well. You know, these things are all fitting into an iPad now. Radio, television, newspapers, whole libraries. Universities are struggling to survive financially. Why? Because information is free. MIT is giving away all their pre-graduate courses for free. Not charging anything for it. The whole world is changing. Society is changing. The way we think is changing. Everything is changing. Just because of how technology, the banking industry, they will suffer in the next 5 years. The predictions now is that banks in South Africa will probably lose half their market capitalization within the next 5 years. Because of the change of technology. And they cannot innovate fast enough. Bitcoin, think about those guys. What are they creating in the world? Disintermediate the whole financial industry. Constant revolution requires constant adaptation. The one thing we know now is that customers know what they want. The time is up when we push our products and force it onto customers. And if it's a really crappy product, we just cancel all other products. We force the customer to use our crappy product. That time's gone. Customers know what they want and there's competition. Customers know what they want and they're going to come and ask companies, what do you have to offer me? And if you can't offer it, they're going to look somewhere else. And if you still have a very fat organization, lots of process, lots of policies, lots of long-winded controls, you will die. Simple as that. So the dodo, right? Why did the dodo actually die out? Because it was stupid. Because it refused to adapt. You know, for those of you who don't know, not really, if I have to sum up the story quickly, sailors actually went for months at sea and they actually had no meat and therefore they actually stopped on this island and they were hungry for meat and they didn't even have to go into the bush to find it because the dodos were very inquisitive. So every time a ship landed on shore, all the dodos went down to the beach and said, hello. And the sailor said, hello. Fresh meat. And it comes to us. Let's get it through. And then the sailors went off and the next ship comes along and the dodo did exactly the same. Never learn from their mistakes, right? If you fail fast. Do not repeat your mistakes. It will lead to you dying. And organizations are there. If you look at how now that the archives have been unsealed, Vietnam War, books are being written about the refusal to change their master plan. Written in the White House, right? There was one general who actually handled all communication from the battlefield. They gave him rapid feedback, like we do in Agile. Rapid feedback, you know, from the battlefield. To learn, and he refused to change. So they said they made this plan in the White House, not in Vietnam. They had no idea about what they're going to find in Vietnam. They made a master battle plan, and when these soldiers went to Vietnam and they realized, but this plan sucked, they gave feedback, and this general actually refused to give the information through the White House for them to adapt their master plan. And what happened to the US in Vietnam? They lost the war. Yeah, Vietcong, they were very good at adapting to circumstances. They didn't make one master plan and stick to it, whatever it takes. They actually had to adapt. And this is what needs to happen in organizations. So, therefore, the decision, once you get to this point, let's go agile. It's time to go agile. We have no idea what hell it means. But it sounds cool. I played golf with a CIO from this company last week, and they're doing agile. I also want to do agile. It sounds cool. Yeah? It sounds cool. It's the buzzword these days. It's more than a buzzword. It's something you have to have on your CV. If you go into Precinct and all those places, like, I'm looking for a software from Agile Java developer. How does that? I guess it's somebody who's flexible enough to fit into a very small space because we're doing cost-cutting exercise. I have no idea what it means. How many organizations truly understand what Agile means? It's actually one of the most abused words currently in South Africa. Look at business. Everybody has a flavor. Everybody has a this and that. But we truly understand what